What's going on, everybody? This is Captain Obvious. You guys are the 11 crew, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Alright guys, what I have for you today is my Shulker box loading and unloading station. Now the idea was given to me in one of my comment section by a guy named Paul Evans. Thank you so much, Paul. I've actually never built one of these before, so I just wanted to have my hand at it. So that was a really good suggestion. And this is actually my third version that I built. I built two that I didn't really like too much. So this one works a lot better in my opinion. It also has a manual feature that I kind of added last minute. Keep in mind the manual is not super perfect, and what I mean by that is you could just have the double chest here, right? And as an auto filler and unloading station, it works awesome. But let's say this shulker box or whatever shulker box you have here is not entirely full, okay? Because it's only going to work once the very last item fills up. Okay, so let's say it's not filled up, but you still need to take this shulker box for whatever reason. You'd stand in here first, okay? Then press the button, and once that piston pushes it, you have a chance of collecting it. The reason I say have a chance is because, as you know, or maybe you don't, when a piston pushes an item, it'll just jump in random locations. It'll either go to the left, to the far out, or to the right, or sometimes it'll go backwards. So if you're standing here, you have a better chance of picking it up. Now you can still not pick it up, but majority of the time you will. And the reason you have to do that is because this hopper is locked. Okay? And the reason the hopper's locked, because we don't want this chest pulling items from this shulker box. Okay? It's not a silo. It is a shulker box loading station. So therefore, when the items are loaded in here, okay, and then they drain into the shulker box, if we didn't have that locked, everything would just drain into the chest, and that would be pointless. Because then, when you push it, this will be filled, and it's not going to collect the shulker boxes for you. Okay, so we had to lock that that hopper. Also, keep in mind, it means that once this shulker box is pushed, first it goes into the hopper, and then it'll go here. So if you want this specific box, it's going to take 2 fills for this to go in here. And the reason is because this is better designed as a bulk station. Now, you can put whatever you want in here. It doesn't matter. You can have armor, food, anything you want. Anything you can put in a chest, which is every item in the game, you can have in here. But I like it better as a bulk building station. So let's say you're building something way up in the sky. You can replace this with an ender chest, have everything drain into there, and all the shulkers. And then when you go up top, you put down an ender chest, and boom, you got yourself a pretty decent amount of blocks that you never have to come down for. Okay, but like I said, you can put whatever you want in there. And you can still access it. It's just that the reason I say it's better as a bulk station is because if they're all the same block, or if they're all building blocks, then it wouldn't matter if it's hiding in this hopper. Okay, because you'll still have plenty of other ones in this chest. But accessing the hopper is pretty easy, so it's right there. So it's not a big deal. Okay, and then we have this one on this side here for when it's empty and you want to reload the shulkers, because this won't be here. You just load it up and then you press it to start it off. Okay, so let's just see how this works as an auto. Okay, so if you know how comparators work, whether either you knew it automatically or if you watch my video, you'll understand when we're building it why it works like this. It will not push it until the very last item is in. So let's just watch. Pushes it and collects it. Boom, and dispenses a new one, right? So you see the purple there. There should be a purple one in here. Whoops, let's go back. And there you go. That's the one we just did. And a brand new one was dispensed. So it's perfect. Okay, it's exactly what you want. Redstone behind it is not too complicated. So let's just get into building it. So first and foremost, what you're going to do, you're going to require a space that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you need it 6 long, 5 deep, or 5 wide, 6 long, and 2 underground. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So first what we're going to do, let's get out all the stuff we're going to need in the beginning, because why not? Actually, did I end up using that? I don't think I used, no I didn't. You can actually get rid of this. You don't need the repeater at all. So that's really, really helpful. I forgot I got rid of that last minute. Okay, so here's what you're going to need. You're going to need some hoppers, some observers. Oh, also keep in mind, you don't need the lights. So if you don't want the lights You don't have to have the lights. Okay, which would eliminate the light and this observer, and the same thing over here, the light and this observer. So you do not, I'm going to build it with it, but you do not have to have it. Okay, so hoppers, observers, redstone, some lamps, some one comparator, one torch, some blocks of your choice, one piston, one dispenser, the 2 buttons. You need either a single chest or a double chest, and then also one for the top. So let's say 4 chests at most you're going to need, but 3 for this build that I'm doing. Slab, again, of your choice. Just some kind of decoration block, so I'm using pillar quartz. 1 item frame, and I believe it's just 1 stairs, and that's just for this. I think so. Let's just say yes. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to break 2 blocks down, break another 2, okay? You're going to put an observer facing forward with a torch on that, okay? Then you're going to put a hopper on top of that torch facing into a block, a temporary block, so it looks just like this. I'm going to break underneath because that is where my chest is going to go. Okay, so I'm going to put my chest here. Then we're going to break this block, and we're going to put down our slab, like so. Okay, so far so good. Cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put our piston right there. We're going to put our dispenser right there. Okay, you're going to put, you don't need that anymore. You're going to put a block right on top, or you can put 2 actually, doesn't matter. Put a block right on top like that, because if you remember correctly, pistons, comparators will read through blocks. So you can put your block right there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig down a little bit just so you can see. Okay, so just dig down. I'm going to dig down 2 deep like that. Obviously, except for the, you know what, let's break that and put that there. Whoops, put this there. Okay, perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a block in front of that comparator and then a block like that. Okay, so just make sure it looks just like that. Then for this side, all we're going to do is go 1, oh, actually, yeah, we can do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you're just going to put down dust like so. So what happens is when this is filled up, the comparator is obviously at full strength, so it's going to give you a full 15 power redstone, which is great. We don't need that much, but it's strong. So the shulker box will be here. Obviously, the comparator can read it through the block, like I said. It's going to detect it. It's going to put the, obviously the block is here, so the signal goes underneath, and it's going to push that piston. Okay, now on this side, all right, on this side, what we're going to do, or coming down here, is we're going to put down a, oh, this is where I had the repeater, right. You can just have a comparator, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. This is where the repeater was for. Just use a comparator. I mean, repeaters are cheap, so if you have a repeater, just put it back. I'm just going to use a comparator. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay, so you're just going to put something there, either comparator or repeater, facing into that. So what that's going to do now is this is going to unlock. This is how we're going to unlock the hopper, because remember, there's the torch underneath. So what's going to happen is as soon as this comparator turns on, it'll unlock the hopper, and also when it turns off. So it's going to double unlock it. So that's why you're going to get the push and then the suck. Sounds really weird, but that's what you're going to get. Okay, and then what we can do, all right, you can actually fill this up if you need to. I just wanted to show you what it looked like under there. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put a torch here, and we're going to put our redstone here. And what that does is that makes sure the comparator is comparing. Okay, so right now from the side we got a full strength, full 15, which means the only way that comparator is going to turn on is if the signal outside the main part of it, the back here, is also at full strength, which is an entire full shulker box. Okay, so that's very important. That's how this whole system works. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put a block. Oops, we're going to put blocks there. I just want to double check because I kind of forgot how it was. Why does that look different? No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're actually going to put an observer on top of this comparator facing up, like that. And then you need this one here. Whoops, you need this block here. You don't need it over here. I just do it for symmetry. So you just keep that in mind. You absolutely do not need this one. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to come here. Whoops. Hold on. Let me just double check that. No, it's down. Yeah. Okay. And then we're just going to put our signal like that. Is that cool? Okay. Now what we're going to do is right here, you're going to come up one. You're going to put a lamp. Actually, let's make sure the underneath looks nice because you don't want dirt in your build that looks gross. And then another one. Okay. And then coming across the center, you're going to have here. Actually, first we're going to have put down a block on top of that hopper. Okay. Then you're going to put a hopper facing that block. You could break that block now. And then we're going to have, in this version, we're going to have the chest here, a double chest. Okay, so it looks just like that. And then I put stairs here, but you can just put that. Actually, no, keep the stairs. So we need 2 stairs. Yeah, keep the stairs. So you can actually have a little bit better visibility because you got that little extra gap. The block kind of blocks it a little bit. Okay, now keep in mind, this is how you fill it. You just come here, you fill these dispensers up. Okay, so now what we're going to do, since that's gone, we're just going to slap our button on the left side. So just press it. Okay, and on the right side. Perfect. Cool. Let's just build our trim while we're here. So we're going to come up here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go across the middle. And then make sure on top of this, or you don't have to make sure, but I like to put the stairs there backwards. So that way you don't have like the sky exposed. Although since I didn't design it back for you guys like I normally do, this is kind of meant to be like underground or in the side of a mountain or something like that. Okay, and then what I did is I just kind of just added more of a design like that to it in the front. Okay, then let's finish up the design and then we'll finish up the rest of the redstone. So I'm going to put that there. And then you want to take whatever your item is on the inside and put it there. So like I said, I had cobblestone. You put cobblestone there. Whatever it is, you just put the item in there. Or you could just leave it generic and do a shulker box there, right? You can just put a shulker just to show that that is what it is. Okay, let's go back here now. And we're just going to finish this up. So what we're going to do now is, I believe that is, yep. All we're going to do is we're going to take our observers. And we're going to go right there. And right there. And that's it. It's the whole build. It's that easy. Oh, sorry. You want to put that over that. I apologize. Not there. You want to put it just over the middle one. Obviously, because what happens is now when this turns on, it activates this observer, which is then going to light this redstone up. Okay, and the reason you don't put a block here is because you don't want to lock this hopper too. That's not a good thing. So when this goes off, this is what the dispenser uses. Okay, so this is where the dispenser gets its power from, because this block is obviously not doing anything because it's just going from the torch into the comparator. You'll notice that it's not going into this block at all. So this is how the dispenser gets activated. And make sure it's a dispenser, not a dropper, by the way. That's a huge mistake that a lot of people make. It has to be a dispenser. Droppers will just shoot out the items. It will not shoot them out in their full block form as dispensers will for certain things. Okay, so now what you want to do, if you want to give it a quick test to make sure it works, I'll show you that it works, I should say. You just come here, nope. Fill up a couple of shulkers, right? It doesn't matter which. Let's put the shulker there. Okay, and then what we're going to do really quick, we're just going to take one of our full ones. I'm just going to break this block for a second so it doesn't activate. Right, we're going to... Oh no! Why did it activate? It shouldn't have activated. It's really weird. Yeah, that really should not have activated. Well, at least you know it works. Here, so watch what happens. This is the full one, right? So we're going to put the full one down, and then it dispenses the other one, and you're going to have it right in here. There we go. Okay, so you see that it works. So try it again. So it gets folded up, pushes it. Oh, look at that. That shoots out. I didn't even realize that was like that. That's even better. That's the first time I've actually ever seen that. And keep in mind, you cannot put a trapdoor here, at least not in this spot. The reason is because, like, if you want to put a trapdoor here and put that up so it stops it from pushing, you can if it's just going to be on full auto, because you don't access the you do not have access to these shulkers here. So if you just want to keep it like that but still have the visual and so you can still fill it, do that. But the reason is because once this is here, see, I'm trying to access the shulker. I can't because this is taking up my block space. So I can't actually access the shulker at all. As soon as I get rid of it, boom, I can access it. So just keep that in mind. If you want it on full auto, knock yourself out, put that there. It'll stop the item from shooting out. Okay? So that's just a little tip. But either way, it works, guys. It works really well, in my opinion. Or also, if you want to have it full, you don't have to have it exposed. You don't have to. You could just put like glass here, and then just have a way to go back and fill up your shulkers. You could totally do that as well, right? Or even have it like this is kind of ugly, right? But if it's like built into it, let's say it's built into like a corner wall, you can just have it like something like this, maybe. I don't know. I'm just trying to give you guys another idea on how to do it. So like you can, I don't know, have it like that, or that's probably a really stupid idea, right? And then you could just fill it up that way. Make sure you put this on top, right? And then close up your wall again. So you just close it up. I'm going to put that there to cover it, like that, right? So let's say this was in the corner. You'd come here. You could fill it up this way, have this completely covered, and then it should always just stay inside your chest then and never shoot out. Okay, so that's just another little silly add-on you could do. I want you guys to always think outside the box with this. This is a great design by itself, but you can always make it your own and kind of weave things into it. Okay? Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Until next time, Captain Obvious out. Peace.